Hello, everybody, and welcome to Week 5 of the Race22.com Street Stock Series here in Sidewinder Racing Leagues. Tonight we have Bristol Motor Speedway. Qualifying underway right now. And Bristol's going to be interesting in the Street Stocks. It's almost like what you would think of Michigan as in like a normal stock car, like a Cup Series car. So, yeah, these guys, I think they're going to, at the beginning of the run, they're just going to be flat out running as hard as they can. See what's going on right now. I don't know what's going on with the sound there, actually. Give me 1 second, take a quick break. Alright. Had a microphone wasn't set up right, something like that. Here we go, qualifying. Getting ready to be finished up here. 2 minutes left. It's like Michael Edwards on the pole right now with a 16.27. Followed by Andrew Beach in second, Ian Montrose in third, Zach Swicegood in fourth, and Daniel Llewellyn sitting in fifth. A minute and a half left in qualifying. 10 cars putting in a lap so far. Take a look at our race info once again. So, half-mile track at Bristol. 78 degrees right now, so not too hot out there. They should have a decent amount of grip, but track temperature is about 100 degrees, so that's going to make it interesting for them, but nothing really out of the ordinary compared to what we've been used to here in the street stocks. Nobody else going to go out for a qualifying lap, so it's going to be it. Qualifying getting wrapped up right there. Move into heat number 1. Our only heat of the night. On the pole, we're going to be Ian Montrose for the heat. Obviously, top 2 from qualifying. Show the results of qualifying here. Michael Edwards, Andrew Beach going to be skipping the heat, taking that top 2 spots. But behind that, Ian Montrose, Zach Swice going to be on the front row for our heat. Behind them, Daniel Llewellyn in third, Scott Elston in fourth, Brandon Lawrence in fifth, Dave Hoitzma in sixth, Nathan Lafayette in seventh, Matt Benke in eighth, Trenton Sneed in ninth, and rounding out the 10-car heat, Christopher Nice. Guys getting ready to go green right here. We'll do 2 pace laps and then we'll be set to go for what I think will be a 15 lap heat, 10-15 laps. I'm not entirely sure, we'll have to see. It's like a 10 lap heat. Bristol, one of my favorite short tracks. It's always a good time, always fun to watch these guys, and we'll probably see that top lane come into effect a little bit in these street stocks. I don't think it's going to be as effective as the higher speed cars. But...
Green flag.
It is, green flag is out. Guys motor down into turn 1, side by side. Side by side all the way through the field. Ian Montrose out to a pretty big lead, about a half a second. Oh, looks like Scott Elston's in the wall. The 35 and the 85 made contact. That'll be a first caution of the night and in the heat. So these guys completing 1 lap, and that's about it. See what happened on that one. See the 85 going down the front stretch, dives it down into turn 1. Oh, the 6 car. Looks like the 6 car caught the 85. Take one more look at that. So the turn 1, see the 6 car drifts up. Oh, no, we don't see it. There it is. 6 car drifts up. There we go. One more time. Take a look at it since I missed it. Ever so slightly makes contact. Definitely not anything egregious or on purpose. Just hard racing. Missed the corner just a little bit and tagged 85. But the street stocks, I'm sure that'll buff out. It's just the heat. They got a whole nother feature to go after this. So. Oh yeah, it's definitely going to be fun tonight. Pace car light's still on. We're going to do some more pacing. Just for those noises, iRacing's giving me some trouble tonight. Should take the 1 to green this time. I have 7 laps to go when we take the green. Under caution, pace laps do not count, so we'll have all the laps we need to the end of this race.
Green flag.
There it is, green's back out. Or kind of reshuffle right there. Car out to a good lead once again. Good racing going on in the back. Oh, 6 cars up in the wall. Like the 24, 23, and 79 all moving really well on the bottom there. Ian Montrose out to about 0.6 of a second. I got word that this session tonight is open setup, so these guys are all going to be on different cars. They got some different speed, kind of brings a different element to it. And you know, some of these guys may vote for long run, some of these guys may vote for short run. We just have to see what ends up happening. But Ian Montrose out here, he is putting on a clinic. He's clearly got that short run speed, at the very least. Three laps to go in this heat. And it looks like Zach Swiska might be running down our leader slightly. Right on board with Zach. Taking the white flag this time. And Ian Montrose comes through 3 and 4, and he'll take the win in the heat and start 3rd in the feature tonight. There's our finishing results. Ian Montrose, Zach Swiska, Daniel Llewellyn, Dave Hoytsma, Scott Elston, Brianna Laurent, Nathan Lafayette, and I didn't get the rest. Bring up the results on the screen. Nathan Lafayette, Matt Benke, Trenton Sneed, and Christopher Nice. Looks like Sneed and Nice not taking a lap in the heat, so they'll start 9th and 10th. Sneed was our winner from last week, so we'll be looking for him to get it done. These guys get gridded up. Do have to take a short break. When we return, we get fans in the stands, and we'll get ready to go green here for the feature tonight. And welcome back. This guy's getting ready to go. Starting grid tonight. Michael Edwards starting on the pole on qualifying speed, along with Andrew Beach on his outside. Those two both locking into the front row in qualifying. And behind him, the heat lineup. Ian Montrose won the heat. He'll start 3rd. Zach Swiska on his outside. Daniel Wellman in 5th. Dave Hoytsma in 6th.
Look,
Scott Elston will start 7th tonight. Brianna Laurent in 8th. Nathan Lafayette in 9th. Matt Benke in 10th. And Trent Sneed and Christopher Nice on our final row.
Straight up on this brake pedal, 100%. You rate 100%? I wish. I'm not that good though. Felt that.
The 100 lap feature tonight is not the heat. I apologize. It is the feature. There it is. On turn 4, green flag in hand. Green flag is out for the Race22.com Street Stock Series feature here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Michael Edwards going to lead us into turn 1. Ian Montrose right behind him. Andrew Beach going to file in. Oh, a little bit of contact from the 24. They keep it straight. Daniel Llewellyn will file into 3rd.
The second one wasn't intentional, like, I'm sorry.
And they make it through lap 1 clean. contact in the back. 35 getting in the wall. Daniel Llewellyn right on the rear bumper of Ian Montrose. We saw, oh, Daniel! It's gonna get into the one car. They both spin to the bottom of the track. That's gonna be a caution, I bet. There it is. Caution is out. Ian Montrose also collects the 6, the 35, the 00. The 79 looks like got some damage in that. The 23 definitely with some heavy damage.
Again, that was not intentional there, Zach. Fucking
Oh
shit.
man, that was a huge wreck. That was probably half the field. Very, very, very unfortunate. That all started with just a little bit of contact from the 23 to the 1. We'll take a look back at what happened there. Let's see, one car on screen, Ian Montrose. Gonna get loose in the center of the corner. Looks like his rear bumper's scraping a little bit. That may have had something to do with it. And he just gets contact from the 23. And down they go. Looking at it one more time on board with Daniel Llewellyn. You can see the one car gets in the corner. And right there, car bottoms out. One car gets loose. Daniel tries to go below him, but there just wasn't a big enough gap, I think. And his steering is disconnected. He could not avoid going back up on track. That'll leave Michael Edwards still in the lead. Andrew Beach in second, Scott Elston third, Randall Lawrence fourth, and Ian Montrose fifth. The rest of them taking it down pit road to get damage repair, take tires, and all that fun stuff. That Benke Sundrop crew getting to work. Looks like he'll come out in 8th place. Just behind him, Dave Voitsman. Daniel Llewellyn looks like he's going to go a lap down right here. I think he might have accidentally taken fuel. Or he got a penalty, one of the two.
Sorry, Brianna.
Unfortunate. A lot of speed there at the start of the race. He's going to have to go a lap down. These guys double file, getting ready to go back green right now.
Green flag.
That's green flag. Michael Edwards out to a decent lead so far. Andrew Beach slotting in just behind him. Scott Elston in third. Ian Montrose right on the rear bumper of that 85. Ian's car is very low. I see it scraping every time it goes in the corner. I think that was just some of his problems he was having. And like we saw in chat, I think Mike Edwards says he's on the base setup, which is pretty impressive to me. Guess iRacing got it right. Like a battle for third right now, still ongoing. Montrose trying to get around that 85. Back up to the front, 14 and the 71, still very close together. crossing lap 17 of 100. Michael Edwards still out front. Ian Montrose has got us falling back a little bit. Not too much going on right now. So, not much going on right now. We'll head to a CTC Crank It Up. Did you hear the sound of these street stock engines here in iRacing? Back from the Crank It Up, side by side for the lead. Andrew Beach tried to make a move on the 14 of Michael Edwards, but he was not able to get it done. Oh, a spin. It's like the 6 of Brianna Lauren. Oh man, lots of damage.
Caution,
The
caution.
79 involved as well.
I got caught up in it,
Not
Dave.
doing good putting up.
Like he'll tow it. Daniel Llewellyn with heavy damage. Take a look at that. Oh, the 6 just gets up into the 23. Oh, man. Yeah. That collects the 79, the 23, and the 6, all heavy, heavy damage. Alright, pit stop's underway. Michael Edwards heads down. We are just under halfway in the race, so makes sense these guys that come down, take fuel. Not fuel, I'm sorry. They're definitely good to the end unless they did something to their setup, so good on fuel. They just need to take tires here. Matt Benke, he's going to come out first. Looks like a 2-tire stop. Ian Montrose as well. Michael Edwards going to come out third. Your Beach fourth. Scott Elston in fifth. Max White's going to come out 6th. Nathan Lafayette 7th. Brianna Laurent coming on pit road with Daniel Llewellyn. Matt Benke going to come out as the leader.
Taking the inside. 240 of damage.
Pace car lights are out once again.
Green flag.
Green flag back out. Matt Benke gonna lead the lap. Ian Montrose files into second. Mike Edwards in third. Side by side for fourth. Andrew Beach and Scott Elston. And that Nathan Lafayette side by side with Zach Swicegood. Oh, up toward the front. Mike Edwards moves past Ian Montrose for second, but he gets a very loose catch. He's able to Nathan Lafayette sideways hard up into the outside wall. Looks like that might have been off the nose of the 24. Not too sure, but we'll continue racing. The top 4 side by side all throughout. Mike Edwards trying to make that top line work around the 35. And he does. He'll clear into turn 3. Mike Edwards leading most of the laps tonight, having a very good run. Daniel Wellen with a blown engine, not sure what happened. He'll come down pit road. He does not have a quick repair left, so that's gonna, I think that's gonna be the end of his night. Unfortunate for the 23 machine. 7 cars remain on the lead lap. It's like around 5 of them in a pretty heated battle up here for the lead.
That out, that inside call is inside.
Mike Edwards up to a second lead now. Halfway in the race just now. 50 laps to go. The contact right there, Andrew Beach, Matt Benke, dooring each other. Oh, contact! The 35! Oh, they are really going at it back here. I wouldn't be surprised if we get a wreck right now. Scott Elston also getting a piece from the 35. He goes around in the backstretch. That's going to be a caution.
Anything to drink or anything like that?
A lot to unpack right there. We're gonna go back. Another lap before that. So you can see the 71 make the move on the 35. 35 closes the door. 71 gonna get another run off the corner. Just trying to set up a pass right there. Gets another run, he'll get to the inside of the 35. 35 goes down to block. Bump to the 35, 71 then gets below him. They doored on the backstretch. Getting into the 3 and 4, the 35 pinching really hard on the 71. Almost sends him up into the wall. Tries to maybe turn him off the corner. They finally get into the corner. The 85, close call to the 35. And he gets underneath in the 35 once again. Another door, and this time the 85 gets a piece of it. Unfortunate there for Scott Elston. Not sure if he's got a quick repair left, but everybody heading down pit road once again. Eight cars remain in this race. All 8 of them heading down pit road. Looks like except for Brianna Laurent, who will stay out. They have gotten a lucky dog there. Mike Edwards going to win the race off pit road. Although it looks like Matt Benke with another 2-tire stop. will win the race up pit road on technicality. But in terms of the 4-tire pit stops, Mike Edwards going to come out ahead of those guys. Then Andrew Beach, Ian Montrose, Zach Swicegood, and Scott Elston, who did have a quick repair. That is good for him.
Guys, I'd like to apologize for how I'm driving. I am looking for every point I can get.
Front row. Man, iRacing. Front row going to be 35 and the 14. Matt Benke, Michael Edwards. Andrew Beach going to be starting third alongside Ian Montrose. Top 4. Not too different from what it was before. Zach Swicegood sitting right there in 5th.
Green flag.
Took 4 tires on that stop as well. Green flag back out. Matt Benke leading that lap once again. We'll see how long he can hold it. I think he's on 2 tires again. I don't think he has ever taken left sides, unless he took lefts that time and rights the time before. By the way, two tire stops for him. And Michael Edwards going to get below him, try to make the pass here into turn 1. Andrew Beach just behind him, also making a move on the 35 car.
Sorry about that, guy.
Michael Edwards will clear to the lead. Now Andrew Beach trying to make a move. Ian Montrose as well, right behind that 71. He'll get below the 35. The 71 and the 35, they just had that incident earlier. It looks like nothing will come of that. So top 3 kind of pulling away from the rest of the field. Benke falling off with those 2 tires. Max Swicegood holding on the top 5 right now. Scott Elston just behind him. See, just from this camera angle, how split up the field is right now. Right after those guys come by, here come the leaders once again. Up 19 laps, now 18. Andrew Beach still just behind the 14 of Michael Edwards, but I don't think there's much he can do. I think it's a combination of dirty air and I think that's got to be it. I mean, it seems like everybody holds the same gap the whole time. Not much you can do here. Got newer tires, that's about the only way you're going to make a move. Mike Edwards seemed a little loose off the corner that time. Wow, Andrew Beach kind of close up. Give the lap time comparisons there. Seems like they just trade off who's faster each lap. I think it's just Andrew getting inside of that dirty air bubble. And once he gets there, it slows him down again, and then the draft pulls him up, and then he gets pushed back, and it's just the same cycle over and over again. Nine laps to go here at Bristol. Warren taking it down pit road. Taking it to the garage. Five laps to go now. And Beach is just falling off about 100th every lap. Caution is out.
How you doing in there, kid?
Ian Montrose with a destroyed race car. He's out there just making oh. He's missing that front wheel. See what happened. And there's 1 and 2 right here. Clean off that corner. And there's 3 and 4. Oh man, that almost looks like a blown tire. rewind that one more time. Look at the wheel movements.
Hell of a race there.
Oh, he just turned straight. Yeah,
Yeah,
that
that was
was
fun.
an interesting crash. Not sure what happened there. But looks like these guys taking it down pit road. They're going to take tires. The 85 and the 24 are going to stay out. I like the call. Get you some track position. Got a green-white checkered here. You have a lot of guys behind you trying to get back up to the front.
Well, I guess we're on our own island here, so we'll have.
Matt Benke, another 2-tire stop. Mike Edwards takes 4, Andrew Beach takes 4. And that's going to put them in 4th and 5th. Nathan Lafayette, he'll come out 6th. He'll take 4 tires, take some damage repair. But that will leave Scott Elston and Zach Swicegood on the front row for this restart. One to green this time. 85-24 are going to lead us to the green. And that 35 on that 2-tire stop going to kind of be in the way of those guys that took 4. Not saying the 35 doesn't have a chance to win. I think if the 85 and the 24 tangle up, or if the 14 can't get by, it's going to leave the door open for any of these guys to get up there. 6 cars left out here. Brandon Laurent, I think 1 or 2 laps down. So 6 lead lap cars left, all in contention to win. Here we go, green flag back out in the air.
Green flag.
Scott Elston, good run into turn 1. He'll have a big lead down the backstretch, 3 wide for 3rd place. Matt Benke holding on to 2nd place. The 71 has to check up. That's going to allow the 14 to get to the top. White flag is out. Scott Elston with about a 2nd lead. A little under. He is clear sailing here with a no tire stop. Stays out, gets track position, and he's going to come through 3 and 4. 14's not going to get anywhere close. Scott Elston takes the win here at Bristol Motor Speedway. Wild finish. Matt Benke going around after the checkered. That was a crazy race. Zach Swicegood getting a 3rd out of that. He was also one of the guys who stayed out. Matt Benke gets 4th. And Mike Edwards, who led the majority of this race, was unable. Got Elston burning it down. All right, get these guys in for an interview. Here Scott does his burnouts. Great run for Scott. Had an up and down night. Got tangled up in that wreck think it was the 35 that made a little bit of contact with him, and he had terrible damage. He was able to get that quick repair and come back out here and pull some strategy and win this thing. These guys in here have a word. With Zach Swicegood, our third place finisher. Hey Zach, it's Lucas. Got me?
Hey, what do you say?
Hey, I say you had a great run there. You had some you had a little bit of a rough time there at the start, got involved in some shenanigans, but you were able to keep your head in it, run out there to the end and pull some strategy, and you got yourself third place finish. How was that race for you?
Bristol, baby. It's Bristol, baby. It's a knockdown, drag out, knockout fight. But we're here. So
Heck yeah,
shout
man.
out,
Yeah. Oh,
shout out to I was like getting there. DG Swiss, appreciate you putting this on. PDC Racing Network for getting my third place finish. I'm flexing, but doesn't really mean anything. And all these dudes in here, shout out to all of them because that's the most fun I've had on a short track in a very, very long time. Michael Edwards is my daddy, apparently, because I cannot pass that dude on a good day. And it's shout out to Sidewinder for having good racing, man. It's fun. I've had more fun in here. I've come back. It's been a couple months now, but I've had more fun racing here than anything. So shout out to Sidewinder, DG Swizz for putting this on. Man, it's fun. It's a good group of guys. It's a good race, and shout out to you for telling me when I wreck.
well, I appreciate it, man. Thanks for joining us. Congrats on that third place, and we'll see you next week.
Yes, sir. I will be here.
Hey, that was Zach Swicegood, our third place finisher. Looks like Mike Edwards, he had a rough end of that race. He's not going to be coming up for an interview. So we'll get Scott Elston in, our winner tonight. Hey, Scott, it's Lucas. Got me?
I got you. How's it going?
Oh, it's going great, man. That was an epic finish there with you and Mike Edwards. You're able to come out in front and pull some strategy there and get that win. How was that race for you, and how good does it feel to get the win here in the Street Stock Series?
Well, I'm gonna be completely honest. I stayed out on accident there.
Oh.
I Zach and I had a really good race leading up to that caution, and I wanted to acknowledge that that was good racing. And by the time I got to talk to him, it was too late to enter the pits safely. And I'm not gonna cut anybody off to go to the pits. So I'm coming to the green, and I'm like, whatever happens, happens. I enjoy Bristol and I enjoy these cars.
Yeah, man. Yeah, it was. I can't believe that it was an accident, man. That was the happiest accident I've seen. That was definitely the strategy there. I saw all those guys come down pit road. I was like, man, there's not enough time. It's so hard to pass already. I think these two in the front row are going to do really well. And sure enough, you get the win. And Zach, who also pulled that strategy, he gets third. So yeah, that was awesome to see. And yeah, just congrats to you on that win, of course. And unless you got any other words or shout outs for us,
I do. And actually, I've been racing here since the first season of Modifieds. That's my first win.
I was wondering. I didn't have the stat sheet up, but I was wondering if that was your first career SRL win. That's awesome, man. That's really cool.
Yeah, I was kind of hoping it would be on dirt, but those guys over on the dirt side are just too good for me. I gotta practice more to beat those guys. But
Tell me about it, man. Bradley's been whooping my butt.
he's been whooping everybody's butt. Time to put a bounty on him.
Oh yeah.
Uh, so, I just want to thank my wife. She lets me do this every week, and she puts up with a lot of practice and, just, you know, a lot of being in front of the computer so I could get better at driving virtual cars. Um, another one that I keep forgetting is my dad. My dad watches these videos, and I always forget to shout him out when I get a chance. So, hi, Dad, love you. Uh, Other than that, just Traxxas, HPI, Castle, uh, RC Addictions, uh, and all the other ones I'm forgetting. Blockbuster. Blockbuster brought me on for the season. I want to thank those guys. Ian was in the chat with me for a little bit, and I guess he crashed late. SRL for putting it on. You guys for broadcasting. Just everybody. Just everybody in general.
All right, man. Well, I appreciate you joining us. Congrats on the win, and go enjoy it with your team.
I sure will.
See you, man.
Later.
So Scott Elston, the winner of the night here at Bristol. And, I think that's going to do it for us here. It was a longer race than I expected. It is a half-mile track, 100 laps. There were about 16-second lap times, which is on pace for Bristol, but it's still a very single-file racing. So I think it felt a little bit longer than it was. But we got an exciting race there at the end, and glad everybody got to see it with me. But that's going to do it for us. There's the results on screen. Scott Elston takes the win. Mike Edwards finishes just behind him in second. Zach Swayska gets that third place finish. Matt Banky going to get fourth. Andrew Beach secures a top 5 tonight. Nathan Lafayette will get sixth. Last car in the lead lap. Brianna Laurent stuck it out, got 7th place, 7 laps down. Ian Montrose in 8th. Had that accident there at the end. Just wasn't paying attention. I've done the same thing. You saw Trenton say in chat, he's done that before. It's just, long races like that, you kind of lose concentration. But anyhow, he'll get 8th place. Daniel Llewellyn will take home 9th. Dave Hoyts, one of the top 10. And last 2, I don't think started. So there's your top 10 right there. And that's going to do it for me tonight. Thanks for joining me once again. And see you next week. Actually, I do want to grab the track we're at next week really quickly. What we're looking forward to. So Southern National, make sure to catch us for Southern National Speedway next week on CTCRN. And you're in Sidewinder Racing Leagues. As always, if you want to join Sidewinder, get in on the action, make sure to click the Discord link or go to dgsracing.com. But other than that, that's all I got for you. See you next week.